welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're going to be making some delicious, crispy, air fryer lemon pepper Cajun wings. Okay, so let's go over our ingredients. We're going to be needing, of course, your wings. So these are just regular frozen wings. There's like nothing on them, okay? Then we have some avocado oil, we have garlic powder, Cajun seasoning, regular salt, lemon pepper seasoning, we have some butter, and then we will need our air fryer. So if you don't have an air fryer, you can definitely use an oven, or you can still cook these stovetop. So let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna end up seasoning these wings twice. Right now we're just gonna do the initial, like the main seasoning. And once they're done, we will do this little butter sauce that I'll show you how I make it. So anyway, that was avocado oil. So we added roughly about 2 tablespoons. Now we're gonna do a half teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, so we're just going to sprinkle. Then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of the Cajun seasoning. And then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of the lemon pepper. Let's see this, okay. Okay, so that was 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper. And for the salt, it's really, if you love everything like really salted, then you'd want to add either like 1/4 of a teaspoon, 1/8 of a teaspoon, or just a pinch. So for me, I feel like everything's already pretty salt, it's gonna have enough salt. So I just did 2 pinches, and now we're gonna mix everything up, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so we have some tongs that we're just going to, you can totally do this with your hand, but just so I don't look so savagey here, I'm gonna try and, get them all well coated with tongs. I might just have to go in with my hands. Okay, so I'm mixing them up, and I'm seeing that they need a little bit of seasoning here. So I don't know if it's because my wings are just a little bigger. So what we're gonna do is just add double the spices. So there's another half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then we're just gonna do another teaspoon of the Cajun seasoning, and another teaspoon of the lemon pepper, which is pretty much what we have in here. Okay, so now we're going to mix them up, and I have to do it. I just have to do the hand. It's the only way to really get them all coated and, make sure that it's all distributed evenly. So once these are all nice and coated, then we're gonna get them into our air fryer. Okay, so this is what our wings should look like once they're nice and coated. And we have about 10 wings in here. So now we're gonna go ahead and position them here into our air fryer. So we're gonna play Tetris and fit them all in one batch. I just put them on like straight directly onto the, onto the little grill in here, or whatever you call it. But if you want to put like parchment paper or something, I'm sure they would be just fine. Make sure it gets all that sauce, cause we're saucy. JK. Okay, so I was able to fit all 10 wings in. We're gonna put them into our air fryer, 400 degrees. We're gonna start it off at 15 minutes, and I will show you what they look like in 15. Okay, so while our wings are cooking, we're gonna make some of Hannah's cilantro sauce, and we'll link it in the description below so you can go check it out. It's in her highlights, but I'm gonna show you how we make it. So it'll be a cup of mayo, which is about there. And okay, so then we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of mustard. So I'm just using regular yellow mustard. Okay, so we have our cup of mayo. Now we're gonna do our 3 tablespoons of mustard. And again, I'm just using regular yellow mustard. Okay, we're gonna do our dry really quickly, which this is some cumin. We're just gonna do a half a teaspoon of cumin, right? I get the little cumin from the Mexican section, but you can find it everywhere. And let's do salt, so half a teaspoon of salt, or to taste. And so for the garlic, I'm gonna use minced garlic. This is half a teaspoon per garlic clove. So the recipe calls for 3 garlic cloves, so we're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons, right? And then let's just do our little half. Okay. You're literally gonna use a whole bunch, so like the bunch of cilantro. Savage. Okay? I know. Okay. And last are our little jalapenos. So you can use 3, 4, I'm gonna use 5 big jalapenos because I do want it spicy. This is my second time making it, and the first time I felt like it wasn't spicy enough, so we're gonna use 5 with all the seeds. Okay, so we're gonna get our lid, right? This is pretty jammed, so let's see if this little blender, because I have a baby blender, I wanna get a big blender, but we're gonna see if this can handle it. And we have our little tool here to push everything down. So, okay, so look at this baby. Looks absolutely delicious. I already tried it, and you know what? The spice is not overwhelming. Like, I like spicy, but I don't like my mouth to be on fire, and this is actually perfect. So, now let's go ahead and put this to the side. I'm gonna show you how we make our little butter sauce. Okay, so our 2 tablespoons of butter are melted. Here we have, let's say that's, you know, I usually eyeball everything, but I'm trying to get an exact measurement for you. So this is definitely like a half teaspoon. So this is a garlic powder. We're gonna add half teaspoon of garlic powder. So half teaspoon of the Cajun. And I'm gonna link all of the measurements below. So half, so that you guys have the exact recipe. And this is the lemon pepper. Okay, so now let's get this mixed up, and I'm gonna show you how I toss them. Okay, so I wanted these extra crispy. So these have been in here for 25 to 30 minutes. And now we're gonna take them out and put them in our sauce, okay? So now that they're all in here, let's go ahead and toss them. We just wanna get them all coated in our little butter sauce. Ooh, they're gonna be so bomb. Okay, I'll show you once they're all coated. And then we're just gonna serve them with our little cilantro sauce that we just made. Okay, so as you can see, the wings have absorbed all our sauce, our little butter sauce. So now, oops, we're gonna serve our wings. I'm telling you, these little babies are so good. We're all done with the recipe now. They turned out so beautiful. We have our lemon pepper wings with our cilantro sauce, and then we have a little side of celery. So our favorite part.
Taste test.
Let's do this.
Cheers.
How's the sauce?
It's
Too spicy? Mm-mm. How are the wings?
Good. Needs to be spicier.
Nothing says it needs to be spicier. It's perfect. We ended up using 5 jalapenos, but where it's at is this lemon pepper sauce. That little butter sauce at the end is perfection. So thank you so much for joining me on today's video. I hope you like the recipe. It's super simple and totally worth making. Make sure that you tag me on Instagram so that I can share your recreations with everyone on my stories. And until next time, we love you and mwah.